Charlie Houston Sykes with this week's Booze and Bites. This week I thought I'd talk to you about something that's a little bit new on the market. Hard seltzers. What are they? What do they taste like? And where have they suddenly come from? You'll have started to see hard seltzers appear on the market looking something like this. In short, they're sort of the cousin of the alcopop. You remember those things that we used to drink in the 90s and noughties? Hooch, WKD, the little pretty fizzy bottles full of sugar and a little bit of alcohol that got you dancing on the dance floor. These have sort of evolved out of alcopops, and they are much lighter in all senses of the word. So there's less sugar, so they tend to sit around about 100 calories a can. They're much lighter in flavour. Now the word seltzer should give you a hint. It's seltzer water with usually fruit juice of some description and vodka. And they're also lighter in alcohol, so they sit around about 5% ABV. So think of it almost as the same sort of ABV as a sessionable pint. So why are we suddenly seeing them on the market? Well, in the light of the no and low movement, they sit really nicely. They're low in alcohol and they're low in calorie as well. So for those people who are thinking about being a little bit healthier, taking on less alcohol, taking on less calories when they're out drinking, they sit perfectly. They sort of started in Australia and Canada and America. We all know of brands. You've probably heard of them in some memes and things like White Claw. And since then, they've kind of come over here. We're seeing them in bars and we're seeing them in supermarkets, not just brands that are brought in, but actually, like this is Aldi's own, their own brands as well. From a flavour perspective, as I said, they're a form of seltzer water, so they are really light in flavour. There are some that are slightly sweeter and slightly stronger. Most, however, kind of sit along the lines of, for those of us of a certain age, if I mention Skinny Bitch, do you remember when we used to have vodka, soda and lime? Same sort of level of flavour, really light, really drinkable, disappears really quickly, but because they're light in alcohol, you don't end up drinking too many of them and not being able to stand up. I hope you find the overview of these little pretties useful. So next time you see them, whether it's in the supermarket, in a bar, in a restaurant, have a try, give them a go, see what you think. Maybe you'll like them, maybe you won't. If you're part of the Skinny Bitch generation, then I think you might find them your cup of tea or a glass of seltzer. That's it from me this week. I will hopefully see you next week. And don't forget, if you've got questions, if there's anything you want me to cover, drop me a line, drop me a message on socials, and let's see if I can cover it in the next coming weeks. Cheers.